This man has an amazing story to tell. You will hear it in his own words tonight, right here at 11. All right, just about the only enjoyable part of today's Bengals-Saints game might have been the weather, and it was great for all those Veterans Day activities. Mild, dry out there. Meteorologist Sherry Hughes, though, tracking some changes.
Yeah,
Snow,
changes.
maybe?
Snow, yeah, certainly we'll see a little bit, but don't get so excited because it's not shaping up to be that kind of event. We're in the 40s right now after starting the day in the 20s, and as Evan said, it has been a dry day. We'll drop down to about 30 overnight. We have 41 in Hamilton and Harrison, 39 right now in Covington and Florence. We have 41. We do see a few light showers that are just outside of our southeast Indiana communities. A good bit of this, though, not reaching the ground because the air is just so very dry out there. What we are seeing, though, is these showers being really kind of pushed in because of a cool boundary that's right over Illinois and extends all the way back into the Rockies, where we're finding snow over in Colorado and rain and snow in Kansas. Will we see some rain and snow here? Certainly. We're tracking rain, some light rain for Monday, but as the temperatures cool Monday overnight, we'll be tracking a little bit of snow that will give us some very light accumulations. How much are you wondering? Well, it's going to be enough perhaps to maybe coat some grassy surfaces. When I come back, we'll track the timing and give you your 9-1 warning as to when much of this is going to fall and when it all gets out.
From the rain and possibly snow here to 2 wildfires raging in California. They are now the most destructive in this state's history. The death toll stands at 25 and is still expected to rise. These images are so powerful. Well, yesterday, lighter winds gave firefighters a chance to finally gain a little bit of a toehold, but as one official has said now, Mother Nature has turned her fan back on. ABC's Clayton Sandell reporting tonight from Los Angeles County.
In Northern California, the Camp Fire has grown even more deadly. At least 23 there losing their lives. That fire also scorching more than 100,000 acres, destroying thousands of homes and buildings.
There ain't nothing to go back to. We're basically homeless right now.
The town of Paradise left looking like a war zone. The local hospital now a pile of twisted steel and debris. A nurse there recalling her harrowing escape.
It was pitch black, and I reached my hand out in front of me, and there was a fire engine. I banged on the side of the door, and 2 firemen came out, extinguished my pants, put me into their fire engine. This dozer came up and cleared a path for us.
Hundreds of miles down the coast, the massive Woolsey fire has exploded in size. More than 83,000 acres burned, multi-million-dollar homes ravaged.
The fires were so strong that it just took the house down.
Weather conditions for fires are ripe. Authorities worried about those strong Santa Ana winds expected to blow for days, pleading with residents to heed evacuation orders. As firefighters battling on the front lines find themselves at the center of a political maelstrom. President Trump tweeting this morning, "With proper forest management, we can stop the devastation constantly going on in California." The president of the California Professional Firefighters Association pushing back, saying the president's message is ill-formed, ill-timed, and demeaning to those who are suffering, as well as the men and women on the front lines. Clayton Sandell, ABC News, Los Angeles County.
And the president returning from Paris tonight after celebrating a World War I milestone. Why the relationship with France, though, may be on shaky ground. And great progress. Brody Allen's brother in surgery tonight. What his family says he did for the first time today since being hit by multiple cars. An update for you now on Andrew Allen, Brody Allen's brother. He was hit by multiple cars crossing Springdale Road on Monday. His family now writes in a Facebook post that he opened his eyes today and moved his finger. Great progress, they say. But he is in surgery to repair his legs and still considered in very critical condition tonight. You got to keep that family in your hearts still. To world news now. Dozens of global leaders marking the 100th anniversary of the end of World War I in Paris this weekend. Prime ministers and princes marched in the rain to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier there. President Trump arrived at the ceremony separately by car amid heightened security. The host, France's President Emmanuel Macron, delivered a veiled attack against President Trump, warning that, quote, nationalism is a betrayal of patriotism. This weekend began with the president tweeting that Macron had insulted the U.S. after comments about military spending. Former First Lady Michelle Obama is opening up in a new book. It's called Becoming, talking about the toll the elections took on her personally. In an ABC News exclusive interview, Mrs. Obama admits the public criticism hurts.
I don't think we do each other a service by pretending like hurtful things don't hurt. And that's what I've come to. I came to after that experience. I need to own that hurt. I need to talk about it. I need to put it out there for myself so that I can heal from it.
A 2020 special, Becoming Michelle, a First Lady's Journey with Robin Roberts, airs tonight at 9 right here on 9 on your side. All right, coming up, Ken Brew in tonight with the latest in sports. He will have the story of how a 39-year-old man carved up the Bengals defense, which today reached historic NFL lows. Sports is coming up. But first, Sherry.
Well, we have a cold front coming our way. That means some much cooler temperatures. We also have moisture from the south coming our way. When they come together, that means we're going to see some mixed precipitation and even some snow showers. We'll take a look at the timing after the break.
You're watching 9 on your side at 6.
All right, this time of year, you start dropping the snow word. Everyone wants to know, when is it happening?
Yeah.
How much?
I think we'll see some snow, but it's not that kind that makes you go outside and build a snowman and get the sled out. You know, it's just not going to happen.
I'm okay with that.
What we are seeing, we have a cold front that's in position, as you can see right there, that's just to the west of us. And there's an area of low pressure to the south pulling in some moisture. So first thing tomorrow, by maybe the latter portion of the day, we'll see some light rain moving towards the tri-state. That cold front is then still positioned over us. We've got to get the cold front through to get the cooler air in, and behind that system, that's when we will likely see some snow showers developing. Then we're just dry for a good few days there with a lot of sunshine. So let's take this hour by hour. We start dry in the morning, and much of the day is dry and overcast. Then we start to see this rain developing from the south. This model wants to keep most of it to the east of us, but I do think some of it could overspread back toward the Cincinnati area. This blue line, that is the cold air behind the cold front. The cold front at this hour, about 11 tomorrow, is positioned right over the tri-state. So as it pushes on out, the air then becomes cold enough to produce some light snow, probably a little bit of light snow mixing as well through the overnight period. There's a small window, I'd say from maybe midnight till about 5, 6 a.m. in the morning, that we could see some snow production there. And you can see it's not going to be evenly distributed across the area, but there is a chance that we're going to, some of us, get a little bit of light snowfall. So let's look at some of the models to see what we're seeing. This is our in-house model. It really wants to only give us about a dusting, but some areas do look like it could pick up a ½ an inch to an inch of snow. This is another forecast, global forecast model that is pretty much depicting somewhat the same thing. So they're in somewhat of an agreement there. So what we do know is that, again, we're likely going to see some snow overnight Monday into early Tuesday. That's your 9 first warning, because some of this may be present as you're heading out to work on Tuesday morning. I don't think there's going to be a problem with the roadways with a dusting to less than a ½ an inch of snowfall. Maybe some accumulation on the grassy surfaces, some of those elevated surfaces. So you will have to watch out on some of the bridges, perhaps, and overpasses. Meteorologist Jennifer Ketchmark is going to be in Monday morning and Tuesday morning to kind of walk you through and show what's happening out there. The road temperatures are going to be warm. As today we were in the mid 40s, 45. Tomorrow I'm forecasting the 40s as well. So I'm not seeing a big problem out there with any accumulation on the roadways. Tomorrow we start dry again in the lower 30s, and we get up to the mid 40s before seeing, again, some rain showers. It won't be until after midnight before the temperatures fall and are cool enough to start to see some snow showers being developed out there. We're at 42 degrees at this hour, and across the area we have 43 in Brookville, 44 in Falmouth. Here's your 9 first warning 7-day forecast. Again, all the attention is on Monday night into Tuesday. Afterwards, we're in sunshine on Wednesday with lots of sun and cold temperatures to follow. Could even see another little mixed chance on Thursday.
You want to talk about cold? You're at the stadium today. I don't mean the weather, I mean the team. This was flat out awful. We can talk all we want about the Bengals defense. It was pathetic today. But to score just 14 points on a defense that had the next to worst pass defense in the entire league, I mean, really? Drew Brees picked the Bengals apart like a day-old turkey. This game was tied at 7 when Brees went to work. And when the Bengals went to sleep on defense, again, look at this. This is just horrid tackling. I don't care if you're a third-teamer starter, you got to be able to tackle better than that. Alvin Kamara is a great running back. The Bengals made him look like he was bust-worthy in Canton. Averaged close to five a carry and 2 touchdowns. Look at this. Fakes right, runs left, Breeze with the toss. The Saints rolled up 509 yards of total offense in this game. And Andy, how do you throw this? Into triple coverage. Overthrows John Ross, and the Saints, Marcus Williams, is heading the other way, 78 yards. This, by the way, was with 15 seconds to go in the half. Dalton was simply pedestrian when compared to Breeze. Breeze was just phenomenal in this game. I could go on and show you some more, but look, hey, this is a community service. We'll cut them off at this point. It's safe to say that the Saints destroyed the Bengals. 51-14 was the final.
It hurts. This hurts. It hurts everybody, and we gotta, we gotta move. We gotta get better and coach better, play better, and the focus has got to come down to getting prepared better and ready to play the next football game.
Yeah, the next football game is out in Baltimore. That's next Sunday. They'll play the Ravens. It's prime time for the Bearcats. We just got word earlier today UC will play Central Florida next Saturday night in Orlando on ABC. That means right here on 9 on Your Side. Kickoff is just a little after 8. And the University of Louisville launched Bobby Petrino today. The Cardinals are